All right, hello. We're back for our second.
Hi.
Anthony
Hello.
with Elias and Kenny.
Got Ken, the Jolly Green Giant, in the house.
Yeah, hey, I'm Elias. I'm like the YouTube nut, and I'm just here to like make everyone else look kind of smarter.
And
Woohoo!
with that long intro, we have our guest, Caitlin, the
Hello.
resident Nuvian.
Yeah, new Whovian.
New
Hello,
Nuvian,
greetings.
here to speak to us about our topic.
Oh, well.
Come on,
A little
man.
late on the draw
We
there,
worked
Kenny.
on this so hard.
We practiced this. That's right.
Kenny!
Doctor Who,
Woo!
because why not? There we go. As we fly through the time stream and end up right back where we
All
started.
of time and space.
So we are talking about Doctor Who. I personally am new to Doctor Who as of January. Elias knows.
I still have some placenta from how fresh I am in the Whovian world. It's painful. The whole process has been painful, but I'm starting to slowly see the light.
With me, I actually started watching the first 2005 season. I lost track of it, fell off it, so I missed all of David Tennant. And
That's
up
just
until wait, now I redeemed myself though, because in 2010 my lovely friend here, Caitlin, got me addicted to Doctor Who, and I'm caught up officially. I've at least seen all the important episodes of David Tennant's season. I've seen all of the 10th Doctor,
That's debatable.
the 11th Doctor, and 12th Doctor. So,
Okay,
and Caitlin?
I'm a relatively new Whovian. Started with the 2005 stuff, David Tennant. Woohoo, he's my doctor. And then kind of moved on, and, kind of rewatched Eccleston stuff, and then, God help me, I actually saw the Doctor Who movie. It was kind of bad, but
I love
I
that
kept on
movie.
going, and
Doctor Who movie.
I'm
I'm sorry, I'm going to sidetrack.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
I've not heard of this unless I've already watched it and don't know it's just the Doctor Who movie.
Wait.
What was the premise of this movie?
It wasn't it was America
Oh.
trying to.
Never mind, I've heard
do
of it.
stuff, yeah.
Forget it.
Wait, yeah, no,
We're
that's
not
the
going
one
to
that
bring
no
this
one
up.
likes.
It
We're
is
not going to bring
canon.
this up
It is
because
canon because he is counted as the 8th Doctor.
Yeah.
It is canon. So
and it's
just
horrible.
anyway, moved on from there. Matt Smith was fucking awesome. Sorry.
Cuss all you want.
Okay.
Fuck shit talk.
Hey, no, the only cuss word, and I think we covered this last time, is the MB. We don't say the MB word in this area.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll just hold it up because I wrote it down last week.
Yeah, and I'm not-
A certain
We don't say
director.
that name.
Understood.
I'm not
Sure,
dropping.
sure.
Yeah, I'm not dropping
Let's
any
just say
more money.
explosions, money. Yeah, and we don't
That
talk
is
about
clear.
him.
Transformers,
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay.
We're done with that
no,
now.
We're good.
Got that out of our systems.
Yep.
America.
Anyway,
America.
so yeah, I know I've since learned a lot more about Whovian stuff. I've kind of delved into the lore a bit more. So I think I know probably more than most of these fellas. So I'm kind of the expert here. So anyway,
So I figure we start off
Ask
with
me up. Yes,
favorite doctors. Obviously, Caitlin's favorite doctor is David Tennant. I
Yeah.
agree 100%. My all-time favorite and wish he never had to go. David Tennant was probably the best. And
Alonzi.
Kenny?
My favorite is honestly Matt Smith. Just because I know.
Fair
Just
enough.
because of Matt Smith to me brought a very high energetic. He did bring a sense of being an alien. All the other doctors are pretty good at masquerading as human. Matt Smith brought a sense of I'm an alien. I'm weird. I'm hyper.
True.
I'm highly energetic. I eat weird fish fingers and custard. I mean, like,
Yeah.
he was silly, and a lot of people feel that his season was more fantasy than sci-fi, which I can agree with. But still, to me, Matt Smith all the way. David Tennant's a close second, though. I love David Tennant.
And you know what? Props. Just saying. Props for Capaldi. So I think he's actually doing a really good job so far.
So far, I've only seen one episode with Capaldi in it, and I just watched it right before this podcast. So,
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
the Scottish
still
guy.
The Scottish guy. Yeah.
Oh, Scottish. Like he is.
Now I
And
can
in
complain.
this episode, he's drinking.
Now I can
like,
complain
yay,
more.
don't throw the liquor at the robot. That looks really nice.
Yeah.
That's right. He was drinking whiskey.
He was.
That's
On
right.
the first episode.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
I'm
great.
very proud.
Go Scottish doctor.
Yeah, no, I think I'll enjoy him. I don't think it'll be such a hard transition from David Tennant to Matt Smith. Now as Kenny was saying earlier, he watched David Tennant first, and then went back and watched some more, and then Matt Smith.
I saw Eccleston.
You saw
like Eccleston was the 2005. He was the very first.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
No.
See, because I just went
One
on
season.
Netflix, binge watched this whole thing.
That's the way to
so
do
I
it.
watched it from start to finish. All the specials were somehow in there. I didn't miss a thing, which was really surprising to me because I thought I'd miss something. And so I got used to Chris Eccleston. Loved Chris Eccleston. He was a great doctor. He did really good. Second time, the first season ends and he's gone, and I'm like, what? Wait,
Yeah.
what? I just got used to this guy. He's really cool. And then David Tennant, and I was like, I don't know.
I know.
And then by like 3 episodes, I was like, I love David Tennant.
Yeah. Yes,
He's the best doctor ever.
Yes.
And then I was really, I cried. I'll admit it. I
Oh,
cried
yes.
when he was
The
done, and I
time
think
that
he
other
cried.
was-
I think he cried off screen. I'm
Yes,
sure he
did.
cried a lot.
He did. I
And,
saw behind the scenes stuff.
he
that
did.
He did. There were tears.
Aw.
There was a
Yeah.
speech and tears.
Yeah, and then when Matt Smith came, and it was fish fingers and custard, and
just like
and everywhere, and I'm hitting
slapping,
myself in the head,
hitting
and it was
Drunk giraffe, as
yeah.
I like to say.
and it was just I don't know about him, and the whole way through I gained respect for him, but at the same time it was he's not ever going to be my favorite. He's not ever going to be. There's quirks about him I like. There's things about him I like. I loved the story arc in his era, but as far as doctors, David Tennant will always be my favorite. I'm liking Capaldi, so we'll see how it goes.
I thought that Matt Smith actually probably got really good speeches in his term. He was given a lot of really
Yes.
good doctor speeches.
Yes.
So
Very well written.
yeah, very well written there. And I often, I just as a tangent, I guess, I often wonder what other doctors would say, if they were given that same speech, how they would handle it. But anyway.
I love one of Kaylin's favorite episodes is like it was actually written by Neil Gaiman.
Gaiman.
Sorry, don't hit me.
Don't hate.
Don't hate.
But
Okay.
I
Moving
love
on.
it was actually written by Neil Gaiman, and it was the one where he kind of is fighting himself. And he's like smacking himself.
Yes.
He pulled a Gollum. He
when
pulled
he
a
has
Gollum
the-
moment.
Cyberman. He's Mr.
Cyberman.
Clever.
That's
Mr.
right.
Clever.
Mr. Clever.
That was fascinating to watch.
Elias, by the way, is sitting here with a blank expression because he doesn't know, and this is cool, this is fine. The reason that we know so much is because we have watched it. Elias is, again, relatively new, wants to get into it.
Let him talk.
No. Okay, I was like signed on for almost Tom Baker, the fourth Doctor. He's cool. I did a little bit of digging on the
We're going
dude,
old who.
and I saw some of his shorts just from some of the episodes. I love his like carefree attitude. And then I saw the bow tie guy, Mike whatever.
Matt Smith,
whatever. Looks like he got stung by something. I don't know. There's just something. I don't like bow ties. And everyone's like, bow ties are cool.
Bow ties
but
are
like,
cool.
Oh, yes, he did start a movement.
Fez
Oh,
is
yeah.
cool.
It wasn't a movement. Pee Wee Herman did that. No one thought that shit was cool back then.
I did watch Pee Wee Herman when
I
I was
love
little.
Pee Wee
Dude,
Herman. You're
no,
not
that shit scared me when I was a kid.
Pee Wee Herman
It scares me
had
now.
that talking chair that I never would have sat on in a million years.
I wouldn't go near that guy.
No. Yeah, exactly.
All right,
enough,
all
fair
right.
enough.
But okay, all right, yeah. But I couldn't. His image, it seemed like they were more.
Juvenile?
No, not juvenile so much as where it was like, okay, I was still not fully understanding the whole story arc of the whole thing, the whole Doctor Who story, and I didn't have the full appreciation. So at the time, he just kind of seemed like, okay, well, we want someone that's not like old looking.
Yes.
And
they
we
fixed
want him
that.
to be, we want to get more appeal for like the younger audience.
It
Like-
worked, though.
Yeah, I know.
It worked
Girls
as-
wanted him. Guys wanted to be him.
Well, not so much that, but
Well, yeah, I know.
it was more relatable to a newer generation. I think that the older generation, and I have a friend named James. I'm name dropping, and I hope he doesn't listen to this because he probably doesn't like me cussing as much as I do. Anyway.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry. Shit. I messed up.
You did.
Sorry.
Wait, what?
No, you
Go
didn't.
on,
It's
go
cool.
on, go on.
He would talk about Doctor Who. When I said I was getting into Doctor Who, he wrote me a very serious note on Facebook saying, "Now listen, if you're going to get into Doctor Who," and he was very serious about it. He takes it very seriously. He says that you're going to want to watch the newer stuff first. He said, "Don't watch the old stuff because it's not for you.
Yeah.
The newer version is
I'd
for
agree.
you."
I'd agree.
Oh, it
He
is.
said, "Now, after you've watched the newer version, you want to go back and you want to appreciate the older version, you can do that." He said, "I grew up with the older version, and so I can appreciate the newer version because it's not for me. It's a lot more updated and more more younger for the younger generation." And he's not, but maybe
How old would you say?
the
he
next
is?
generation above me.
Oh.
But you know, there's
Yeah.
a more than 10-year gap. But it's still at the same time it's like that. It's amazing to think that in 10 years, so much can change
I know.
on TV,
It's ridiculous.
especially in nowadays.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Like,
let's.
let me just get this out of my system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
I
ahead.
mean,
Go ahead.
because Anthony was like, "Oh, let's do a segment on Doctor Who," and I'm like, "Okay, great." That's like I know almost nothing to Doctor Who. Like the episodes I did see had like still like the special effects that were, you know, everybody had a beef with special effects at one point in time in Doctor Who. It was visually off-putting to me.
I agree with that.
It's really hard unless you have that actual respect. Like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna get this out of my system.
Yep.
In
go ahead.
another 10 years, everyone's gonna have cell phones. We don't even have phone booths here in America. It might be different in London because it has that whole nostalgia factor. But like, I just don't see, like,
The police box.
yeah, the police
Yeah.
box. Like, we don't have to fucking crank up the phone and dial in the numbers that way. It's cool. It's classy.
I know.
But no. But at the same time, like getting into Doctor Who, I've gained more of an appreciation. I've slowly.
You know what? I
gone
think
into
you would
it.
actually really like Capaldi because he is an older guy and he's different. You know, he's not the vibrant, younger, jubilant Doctor anymore. He's
Yeah.
cranky.
It's going
He's
back
grumpy.
to the days
He's-
when
So the
he was
you
an
know,
old, the first
Yeah,
Doctor,
the first Doctor.
being
He's-
old
yeah.
and wise and not,
Yeah.
you know, not being
passionate.
Like,
Yes.
yeah, and
Yeah.
you must never change time. No, never, don't interfere.
Exactly.
And I mean, it's become a lot more different. Obviously, they change time all the time.
Well,
they
yeah.
change
Yeah.
things. They
Wibbly wobbly,
rewrite
timey
time.
wimey.
Yeah, wibbly
Yeah,
wobbly,
I know,
timey wimey.
I know. Well, that's, you see, at first I was like, oh, I hate that. It seems like a lot of plot devices just to give them an easy way
I
out
know,
to continue
yeah.
the story and make things fit better. But as
Exactly.
time's gone on, and I even mentioned this to Anthony, it's like, okay, I didn't have a full appreciation for it. It just seemed like an easy way to get out of a plot
You're right.
hole. But at the same time, I've watched, like, what was it? It was 007. And there was just some, like,
yes.
some
Yeah.
effects and some
Yeah.
gadgets that he had were just ridiculous. And I still appreciated those for what they were. And I'm just new to this. It's like
Yeah,
learning a
it's-
different language,
Yeah,
almost.
no, it's a big fandom to get into, and you know what?
Yes,
Thank
it's
you.
so much
you know,
work.
that's-
It's a lot
it
of
is,
work.
it is.
And
It
I don't
is.
want to piss, like, for, like, the 20 people that we probably have listening to this, I don't want to piss off, like, 18 of them. Because,
You know what? Not everybody likes. You know, everybody likes their own fandom, and that's fine.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's if
All right,
this might not be for you.
I do have to say, as far as the time, because we got on the subject of time travel, since obviously Doctor Who is about time travel,
Mhm.
I have to say, time travel is very tricky. You said timey-wimey and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's very tricky because in a show that you do, in a movie that you do, and we talked about this a little bit on the last podcast, you know, things get ruined with time travel.
Mhm.
You start to do time travel. Fringe,
Mm.
for example, I'm going
Yeah.
to bring up Fringe. Fringe was a great
Sure.
show. Great show. Then they brought up multidimensional travel, time travel, and it was like, there goes the show.
Yeah.
And then they ended it because they knew they just royally screwed it up.
Yeah.
Then you know you have your X-Men movies that
Yeah.
Tried to
No.
fix everything with that and
no,
that.
no,
Hold on,
no. We did this already.
Whoa.
I know. We did this already.
Calm yourself.
We did this already.
down.
Elias is not doing this again.
No, I'm not doing this
This
again.
is just a footnote in what I'm saying.
I
But
know.
they reset
I know.
everything, like you said, it was a device. It was a plot device to say, okay, look, yeah, we screwed up. We did it, we fixed it, and now it's done. And you know what? And if that works for them, it works for them. If it doesn't, well, it's there to see. But for Doctor Who, for what it's worth, I'm going to say they do a really good job with the time travel. They don't convolute it so much that you're like, oh, I don't understand. But they also make it difficult enough to where you go, see, that's why you can't do that.
Yeah.
And see, that's where he's interfering, and that's where he can interfere.
Mm-hmm.
And they made rules.
Yeah.
And I like that they made the rules to say, hey, look, we're not going to mess this up. We're going to do this right.
Really good example. Really good example of that.
Yeah.
David Tennant episode, it's called The Waters of Mars. It's
Yeah.
a perfect example of the consequences of allowing the Doctor to do what he wants as a Time Lord. Like, Time Lord Victorious, he did something that he shouldn't have done, and the consequences were that, you know, the other characters, he messed with it, and there was, like, I think one of the characters died, like, he shot himself. Yeah.
No, well, yeah, no,
Because he's like, what did you do?
Saved,
you know?
he
saved
saved
him.
a woman who was supposed to have died because he thought, I can change time.
Yeah.
And she said, no, I should have died and killed herself. Spoiler alert. Sorry. Hey, everyone. Spoiler alerts. There's going to be a lot of those in here probably if you haven't watched Doctor Who. Elias is like,
I'm still like, is this the one with the space bats? Where's the one with the space bats?
yeah.
I was talking to you without the space bats.
Space Bat.
So that
was a bad one.
So,
Yeah.
so
was a bad
the
one.
Waters of Mars is
Was
a good example of how the series handles that.
Time
But there's
travel,
also bad examples.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's one. Kaylin might know the episode. It was in the first season with Eccleston.
With Eccleston and Rose.
And
Rose.
Father's Day.
Father's Day. Okay, so
Oh, yes.
spoiler alert again. Basically, Doctor takes Rose to go see her father before he dies, and she goes, "I don't want him to die," and saves him.
Saves him last
And
minute.
it causes a paradox.
Yep.
Now, paradoxes have been handled in goofy ways in Doctor Who,
Yes, they
but this
have.
was the goofiest of all because for random reason, insert here, random bat-winged monsters called Reapers start showing up and attacking everybody.
Yeah.
And
Trying to fix the paradox
Yeah.
by just destroying everything.
In all fairness, they got rid of him. They never brought him back after that
but
episode.
it made no sense. Like
Yeah, no, that's
right.
how I fix holes
Yeah.
in my rug. I just put something on top of it, and I
Yeah.
forget it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It reminds me, real quick, it reminds me of Stephen King's The
Langoliers,
Langoliers.
you stole the words right out of my mouth.
And
Right there.
although that was a great novel,
Yeah.
it does beg the question, if that's a time paradox solution, why did we not see it again?
Exactly.
It's because the writers obviously realized, well, that was crap.
At least they learned from their mistakes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they said, well, we're not going to do that again.
Yeah.
The fact that he knew the creatures, though, and that's what got me. He knew the creatures. He knew what they did. He knew what they were for. But they never brought him back.
Yeah.
They never mentioned him again. And if they do bring him back, I hope they have a good way to tie it in, because that was probably one of my few mistakes that I don't like with the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
No, well, because I've watched a lot of... Before Doctor Who, I was all into, like, the ideas of time travel. I really liked the concept for a story, and I would actually watch a lot of, like, scientific documentaries where it was like, okay, a scientist ended up having, as a child, a family member die. And he was like, you want to know what? I'm actually smart enough to where I want to be able to figure out a way to change this. And without getting into the physics of all that and the horrible amounts of math, and I just learned all those things, and then I watched Doctor Who, and it kind of pushed all those things out, and now I'm just sitting here like, damn it.
It makes you go cross-eyed after a
It
while.
does. No, exactly. Like, there was just the episode we saw with the
Messes with
Scots
your
guy.
head.
He was, like, with the bum, and he was in the alleyway, kind of, like, looking at a mirror, freaking out about his
In
face.
fact, I mean, the only other movie I can think of that I actually kind of understood time travel was Back to the Future, and even then it got a little convoluted.
No.
Back to the Future's wonky to begin
Yeah,
with.
it is. But at least I understood
I
what was
have
kind of going
issues
on.
with Back to the Future,
Yeah,
but go ahead and continue your thought,
Sorry.
Elias.
You want to know it? No, I actually want to hear your Back to the Future.
Okay.
I'm actually kind of
All right.
genuine.
All right.
No, really. You have the floor.
I have the floor. First of all, I'm a firm believer in the butterfly effect.
Then why didn't you like the one with the tomahawk? Not the tomahawk guy. The dude
Ashton Kutcher?
Ashton Kutcher in Butterfly Effect.
Now, hold on.
The movie Butterfly.
I never said I didn't like that movie. I never even mentioned
I know,
that
but
movie
I was-
before right now. I do actually like that movie. I do enjoy that movie for the mere fact
I didn't think
that
you liked that
the
movie.
smallest change does create a much larger, different world. And I do appreciate that in that movie because it is true.
That was a good movie.
There is a theory I prescribe to, and it can. I don't know the name of it. I just know the basics of it. And the basics is that time is set out. Technically, we make all our choices in time, but it's set out. Change one of those decisions, it changes everything past that point. Everything. You know, if we were to go back in time and change one thing, not just that one little line would change, everything would change. Because you take out that one part that's important to so many other parts that fit together, everything's going to change. You know, you can't take the corner piece of the fruit in the grocery store and not expect all the fruit to fall down.
Right.
So-
right.
I would have liked a Jenga reference instead.
You know, I was thinking Jenga, but I've taken a piece out of
Actually,
Jenga
right.
and it didn't fall over, so I'm using the fruit. But in all honesty, yeah, could you go back, change one thing, and maybe only change a little bit? Yes, but you don't know the consequences. You don't know the actions and reactions. So I did like the butterfly effect. The butterfly effect was, oh, hey, we changed this one thing, and
Right.
boom. So
Right.
Yeah.
in
Okay.
Back to the Future, because we're getting back to the Future.
Thank you.
In Back to the Future, you go back in time and you've got to change something. First of all, why did you have to change it in the first place? Because Doc Brown said so. Fuck that. Doc Brown's not God. Okay? Second of all,
I don't like you anymore. Like our whole friendship has been put into question in such a small amount of time.
second of all,
Okay.
you go back and you just literally stumble your way through the past while fucking up so many things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yet the
You're
only
mean.
thing that changes is your happiness. You come out completely unscathed and completely happy. Your
Yeah.
life is better to the fullest.
And-
The second movie, oh, it became bad again, but now we're happy again. And then the third
Right.
movie, oh, Doc went, you know what, fuck this, I'm going to the Wild West because I'm sick of this shit. You know, it's like, okay, yeah, I get it. At the end, it's still a happy ending. And you know what? You didn't change much. And who knows? Maybe all your stumbling around made everything kind of fall into place. I don't fucking know.
Maybe it was supposed to be that way.
Maybe it was supposed to be that
It's supposed to
way.
be like a river, and no matter what, the destiny's always going to end up being the same, like you were saying with that one chick that should have died.
Do you see?
I-
Do you
I
see
still
how
wanna
deep
have-
Elias is right
I
now?
want to have a time machine I throw my empty beer cans into.
Follow
and I
your
go
river.
anywhere I want.
Follow your
Why
river
can't I?
and you'll find your ocean.
Come on. It had cool doors. They
It was-
opened
no,
up from the
now-
top.
Again,
All right.
like we
I'm a bit
talked about
lost.
last week,
Yeah.
doesn't mean I hate the movie.
All right.
Doesn't mean it's horrible.
Got
I
it.
enjoyed the
Okay.
movie.
Fine.
I was for
Back to
entertainment
who?
value.
Yeah, back to who?
Back to who?
For entertainment value was good, but back to Doctor Who. Kenny,
What I was gonna say is the Doctor Who, they talk about points in time that can't be altered.
Ah, yes.
fixed points
Fixed
and
points.
Right.
And so like
wibbly wobbly.
maybe like talking about Back to the Future, maybe all those points were fixed points. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
they could. Yeah.
Okay.
Elias
But-
is happy again.
there's one thing I like. One thing I like about Doctor Who is that it was something that I've noticed is that if something's not observed, like if something's not
example? Yeah.
observed, it doesn't affect
The time.
the time stream so much. So it's kind of like things like in the final episode with the pawns, where they with the
Oh, the Weeping Angels?
weeping angels.
Oh my
yeah.
God, the weeping angels.
And it was
Oh,
where she's
man.
reading the book, and she's reading the book, and it was a book written by her, and it starts describing what's going to happen. And the
Oh,
doctor's
she
like,
reads-
"Don't read that."
Yeah, don't read the chapter titles.
Because like the moment
It's
you
like
read,
spoilers.
the moment you read it, you fix it in time. But if you don't know what's going to happen, then time's flexible. So that's a cool thing, and that kind of is a little bit of like quantum physics. I think is something is observed, it becomes in a fixed state.
Yeah.
Whereas if it's not observed, it's still in superposition.
Influx. I believe they call it
Influx, which is a good term for what he's talking about.
And the term wibbly wobbly.
Wibbly wobbly.
Which we've been using way too much.
Which was invented by
David
Tennant. Yeah.
Okay. So, yes.
Can't help it. Every time I see him still.
I know.
Barty Crouch
But
Jr.
I love him.
He was great. He was.
He's so great, but still.
Okay, but I got inspired now because someone said Weeping Angels. Favorite enemy of the Doctor.
Oh, okay, are we gonna do this as a round?
We'll do it. We'll do a round. We'll start with you. She's like, I was unprepared for that.
Yeah, well, I'm like David Tennant when he is asked this question. He can't pick favorites because it's really hard. But I think I would have to pick maybe an episode per Doctor in order to do that. Like I can't.
Let's say as far as Tennant goes, what's your favorite
Tennant episode?
Bad guy.
I'm gonna go with let me think. Blink was amazing, actually. The very first one with the Weeping Angels.
Weeping Angels.
And it's a really good one to start on too.
Blink.
It's a really good introduction to Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Thank you. I could have used you like 5 days ago.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Kenny. Yours.
Weeping Angels, the silence were pretty like an enemy that the moment you quit looking at them, you forget about them. That is
brilliant.
Now, I just want to point out that this is the truth. They call them the Silence in the Who universe, or Whoniverse, or whatever you want to call it. I hope you don't kill me for that, people. Because I'm pretty sure that's not a term.
No,
they call them the Silent. I even bought a little Lego toy thing, and it says the Silent, and it's the Silent. But in the episodes, in the show, they actually say, we are not the Silent. The Silent is a conglomerate, a religious movement of people to stop the ultimate threat.
The question being asked.
The ultimate question being asked, the threat, which ultimately turns out to be, like, again, spoiler alert, a big thing with the Doctor. I'm not going to say too much more on that because Elias hasn't watched it, and it's going to be a really cool story for him to watch and be surprised with.
I probably won't remember half this stuff because we're referencing it like we're looking through, like, okay, everybody, break out your Bibles and go to section 8. We're going to Doctor Who 8, paragraph,
Fair enough. All right,
welcome
6.
to the
Doctor Who
Church of
said.
Welcome to the Church of Doctor Who.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Well, to be fair, all right. Well, it's his turn.
Take off your clothes.
It's Elias' turn to say.
Now Elias has seen.
No, but I do like the monk that I was talking about, the other Time Lord, the Time Lord monk dude. From like way
the
back.
Master. Or no, way back.
Not the Master, because the Master's been in like a bunch of shit. He's like the Joker of the Batman.
Oh yeah.
But no, the monk guy that like the Time Lord that just loved fucking with time. Like that's
You
it.
want to break out the Doctor Who Bible? I forgot I had this.
See, oh my
God,
gosh,
she does
Oh my
actually
gosh,
have
she has an
Bible.
actual
Doctor Who
Bible.
Bible.
Oh Lord, baby, 5 pound, 11 ounce, baby Jesus.
Just for the viewers, I just broke out something called Whoology. It's a Doctor Who, the official miscellany book.
Elias
So we're
is
looking
now
up the
squirming
monk
in his
character.
seat.
The
I was
monk
like,
character. All right.
It's real. Like I was making a joke about like this has happened every time I go to rip on Doctor Who, and it turns out they've already covered it, and there's like a whole thesaurus of reasons why it was like that way. Like
Easy to get into.
I was talking about the Doctor Who that didn't know how to use the phone, the TARDIS,
Right.
and that's because all the other Time Lords in their big like fan club erased that memory of him knowing how to work that TARDIS.
So you're
because he
talking
was an
classic
exile.
Doctor Who. You're not talking.
No, because
Okay.
I was like, okay, I'm picky. If I want to start a series, I want to start it like as far back to where I can see
Fair enough.
it
I
grow.
respect that.
But you can't.
That's-
It's rough with this series because
It
at
is,
the same
it
time,
is.
it seems like as it goes from the 60s to the 70s, a little bit of the timeline
Well, and
for
it'll
our
change
day.
every decade. Because
Yeah, it will because people change.
People
every day.
change
Their
every
audience
decade.
changes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you still have that, but I still want to see what made people at first like cling on to this Doctor Who. And it was actually a really like for me it was depressing. He lost a lot of companions. The first Doctor
Yeah.
Who, he lost a shit ton of companions.
Yeah.
Shit got real. Like,
We're gonna need
bad
another
for him.
Timmy.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Get us another Star Trek, like, yellow shirt.
Yeah,
Or
where's
whatever.
your red shirt?
Red
Wow.
Red shirt? It was the red
yeah.
shirt?
Sorry.
I know.
He's
oh, yeah.
not one of us yet.
No, I know. Wait, no, it was Greedo that shot first, right?
Oh,
it
my
was
God.
Greedo that shot
Let's
first.
piss
That's
off
a-
everyone in one
Yeah.
sentence.
Wait,
Let's do this.
Zelda of Ocarina of Time wasn't that
For the
good of a
record,
game.
Han
Oh, yeah.
shot first. Han shot first. But anyway.
But yeah, okay, so
It is. It's a hard.
his but you're talking about the actual Doctor, not really that it's of the villain. He's just actual Doctor, the monk.
No, the monk was an opposing character.
I haven't seen this.
Another Time Lord. I
He
think.
was
It's
another Time
okay,
Lord.
so I haven't
Yeah.
seen
That
this.
was I
haven't seen this.
I really like the concept of it, where it's just like, because that's before like all of them got killed or.
Can you help me out a little bit? Just do you remember which Doctor he was talking
It was
to?
the
Second Troughton. Troughton. Maybe I can look him up.
While you look that up, I'll go
Yeah,
ahead and
yeah,
tell you
yeah,
my
okay.
favorite bad guys. Probably no, it definitely is the Weeping Angels. But since everyone else said Weeping Angels, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the Daleks and the fact that
Oh, the gum race, the chewed up gum race. They're
Oh.
weird.
yeah.
I see. I think them as like salt and pepper shakers.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but
inside,
when you crack
inside
open the nougaty there's
the
like
nougaty
true,
center,
that's true,
the
Oh,
gooey.
it's a squid thing.
I found it out today, and I was like, oh yay, they're not really that stupid looking. They look weird on the inside too.
Wow, you just pissed off a lot of people.
I'll think of a couple more things that piss off the internet after
Yeah.
I take a bathroom
Cool.
break.
Thank you.
Okay, but
First Doctor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We just found out who the monk was.
Okay.
He was
Oh,
the
who
first
is it?
Doctor.
Who is
the
it?
first Doctor.
He was
Okay.
It was the first Doctor.
The meddling monk.
The
Meddling monk. Okay, I think I've heard
Yeah,
of
no,
him.
I-
Mortimus.
I
Mortimus.
saw
Okay.
a little short of him on YouTube. Just
I
for,
don't
like,
think this character's still
Gotcha.
alive, technically.
No. Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's
Might be.
like a one-time thing.
Yeah.
More or less, I was trying to think of like the reoccurring
Right.
bad guys, but like you look at like the Weeping Angels are just so amazing. The concept of them is amazing.
yeah,
They
it
don't.
is. They're
Yeah.
Genuinely scary.
Which is something
They
that
scare the crap
I've
out of me.
actually I want to say it's not an original concept because I have always thought
Yeah.
you know things move when you don't look, and when you do look,
Yeah,
they
okay.
stop.
So that's
I've
one of your
always thought
fears,
that
then.
just
Okay.
like the silence.
Yeah.
I've actually thought of that.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like, wait a minute.
you know, who's the writer?
Moffat.
Stephen Moffat, brilliant mind, and I think
Yeah.
I can say that because you know he took the ideas that we have as kids, our
Yeah.
fears, and he actually said, "Hey, write it down and put it in a show, put it in something,"
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
did it, and it worked so well. I mean, the concept of that.
Yeah.
I mean, it really after watching that episode. Creeped me out. I couldn't look at a statue without thinking that statue's gonna come to life when I don't look. I'm gonna look at that statue, these freaking garden gnomes
Yeah.
out here, you know, and I'm gonna go,
I know.
oh my god, I'm scared to death. If I start walking away and turn around, they're gonna be at
Blink
the
and
floor
you're dead.
beside me. You know, obviously,
Brilliant,
we
yeah.
don't live in a world where that actually happens because you know
As far as we know.
we're in the real world.
Maybe the
and-
Doctor fixed it.
Yeah.
Maybe there you go. No, but I did enjoy that. The things that bothered me is the evolution of the Weeping Angels.
Yeah.
They got a little bit, and they tried to explain this because the universes were merging or whatever, or the rift in the space and time
Rift.
that
Okay, yeah.
where the universes were opened up, where they laughed. And they're like, angels don't
the
laugh.
Time of
and-
Angels and the I remember
Yeah.
that episode, yeah.
So see, I'm glad you're here to recall names of episodes
Yeah,
and
no, I'm
names
really
of
good at
characters
that.
because I'm no good at that. I just go, oh, I like this one with the thing, the thing, and the stuff.
If I
And-
let's see, I wrote down something like 10 things that infuriate Doctor Who fans.
Oh yeah,
If you
one of my
Okay.
top things, and Elias will be back for this in just a
Yeah.
second. One of the things,
I want to be a part of that bandwagon.
one of
Doing
the
it
one of the
very
things,
naturally.
I wrote them down. Like I
one
wrote
of the
them
things that.
Oh my God, Cat! Fucking awesome. Can I read these?
Sure, absolutely.
Let's let Elias.
absolutely.
Let's Elias start at the top and go ahead and read to the bottom.
Stephen Moffat. Enough
Enough said. That's number 1, folks.
Yeah, that's.
Number 2.
Oh, no, number 2. Plot holes. Usually written by SM.
It's not Stephen Moffat. It's Stephen Moffat.
Stephen Moffat.
Yeah.
Wait.
Number 3.
Too many Deus Ex Machinas.
Yes.
Yes.
It's Machinas.
Yes, Deus Ex Machina in Doctor Who.
Alright. Wait! What? Hold on. This one's kind of weird because I thought he was like an alien still.
Go ahead,
But there's
keep going.
some unresolved sexual tension, which is kind of weird. It's weird.
We'll get to that. We're gonna make a note and get back to that.
Okay.
People who call the Doctor anything other than the Doctor.
Because people like to call him, they call him Doctor Who. Like I read some fanfic and people call him Doctor Who, but he's just called the Doctor.
He's just called the Doctor.
He's just the Doctor,
and
folks.
And the reason
not
Doctor
Doctor
Who is because I'm the Doctor, and then people go
Doctor
Doctor Who, and
Yeah,
that's
it's
how the
part
show.
of it's the question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's on first?
Yeah, exactly.
What's on
Yeah.
second?
It became part of the joke, you know.
Yeah.
So-
I've been refraining myself, but
So,
overuse of same props, clothes, catchphrases, etc. I blame the BBC, which I do
Yeah.
too. That's
Yeah.
actually true.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm glad
You're
I'm not the
welcome.
only one. Because I
They'll-
was even making fun of that with him.
They'll
when
beat
they
it
stepped
into
the TARDIS.
Yeah, they'll
and
beat
he's
it
like,
into the ground.
Oh, we gotta.
Example in point. The Capaldi was recently in an episode where he is plainly wearing the same costume as Sherlock.
Oh,
It's
awesome.
the same costume.
Awesome.
The exact same
Awesome.
costume. So,
Oh.
I'll
There
have
you
to,
go.
I'll have to look for that.
yeah.
All right. What about the number 7? Lack of continuity
In episodes.
between episodes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's.
Yeah, you're gonna jump around a bit because you want to
But
open
you're
it up
always
for.
bragging about the continuity at the same time. Like, oh, they have things that always are underlining through the
It's true,
storyline.
but you missed out on segments, which I think is
Like,
important.
does the
because-
mastermind just like he's getting changed at the laundromat and you can see him in the back of the thing? Is he
I know.
like? I don't get the continuity then. The reference.
No, the continuity is you don't have a continuous story. Like if you watched,
There seems to be years between episodes sometimes.
yeah,
Like,
sometimes it's
it's
like,
like, what happened?
Maybe
You know?
he got tired. Maybe he just needed a break. I mean, it's
Yeah,
kind of
that's
frustrating.
True. That's
like,
true.
like,
So that's why that one's lower on the list. 'Cause
Well,
it's,
yeah.
it's not as. You
but
know.
like for the third episode I saw with Kristen Eckel or whatever,
Yeah,
the,
Eccleston, yeah.
Eccleston, and like he ends up for the third episode he ends up going back in time to like to the who's Charles Dixon. Charles Dickinson.
Dixon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
yes,
And
Dickens.
like
That one.
they didn't have any rhyme or reason for going
That's
there
true.
really.
No.
And then all of a sudden shit's going down. Like
Well-
I would get kind of tired of that. And besides, like how often?
Well, that's because the TARDIS is supposed to kind of know where to go.
Oh my
with
god!
the-
Oh
Yes.
my god!
the TARDIS, sexy,
Sexy.
sexy.
Yes.
You can't even agree on how big the TARDIS actually is on the inside.
It is
It's infinite.
It's
Okay,
infinite.
I've heard that people say that they're still arguing that
That's
fact.
wrong.
No, it's
No,
infinite.
it is
infinite.
infinite.
It's infinite.
It's infinite.
Oh my
It's
god.
an exploded star inside of
It was
Like a
explained
waffle maker?
Inside of a,
during some of the TARDIS.
oh my God.
something. Yeah, I can't remember exactly what he said, but he
That's
said
it, Kenny. Give me some of your wine.
All right, keep
Because that's just upsetting me even more. All right.
You
wait.
have my wine. You've been
So-
drinking
keep going.
it.
You want to know it? Number 8? Fine. Choice of companions. Because they won't share.
Yeah. So yeah, that seems to be the number one argument as far as in between Whovians. It's definitely who's the best companion. That always seems to be a common
Oh, hands
argument.
down,
is-
the Pawns.
See,
Wait,
see?
who? Which
You
one?
haven't seen them yet.
Okay.
You'll see them.
There's all
You'll-
kinds of
you'll-
arguments about who's the best companion and who should have been around longer.
No, it's not
yeah,
fair for me because
like
I
a-
judged them based on their cuteness.
Yeah, you do,
But-
because like the last
Yeah,
episode
hey,
we saw,
hey,
half
hey,
the time I was sitting there like, Anthony, keep it down. Every time she
Osmond
gets
is-
on the screen, I just hear like a thud
Whereas,
underneath the
you know,
table.
I
I'm sorry,
like Clara.
I have a huge crush
Personally,
on
I like
on Clara.
I
Yeah.
think she's pretty badass, actually.
She's awesome. She's
Yeah.
smart and funny and cute, and you can't
Yeah.
beat that.
Well,
I don't
as
know,
far as that,
but I also like Jack.
does no one think
Harkness
she's cute?
And
Jack- oh.
River and
River.
you know,
Okay,
Jack
So-
Harkness
Wait a
is the
sec.
boss.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. But
No.
anyway, okay, because that was number 8, and now we are on number 9. Too much wibbly wobbly, timey wimey, gibberish, techno babble.
Yes.
Wow, and I said that fucking perfectly
You did.
too.
Yeah, he
You
does.
did.
No extra
Props.
takes.
Props to Elias for
Props
that.
to you, sir.
I know.
And number 10 is just a repeat. It's just Stephen Moffat again because
Stephen
the
Moffat!
feels,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
no,
it feels.
Stephen
I
Moffat
love,
makes
I love how you wrote all this down. You did that yourself.
Yes.
That is awesome.
I'm
Stephen
a
Moffat-
list person. I like
Oh
making
my god,
lists.
see, no, oh my god, we need that.
Okay.
We need that here. Look at my list. My list
Very
is
happy to be
stupid.
here. Very happy to be here. So, anyway, so
Back on
where were
track.
we? Yeah, back on track.
Let's start with first my personal favorite thing to break down, River,
River. Yeah.
the wonderful wife of the Doctor.
Yeah.
biggest issue I ever had was you introduced to her through David Tennant.
I found that interesting, actually. I thought that was a good...
I was given an explanation that I bought and was okay with. I want to run it by you and see, because you're a big Who fan. She is surprised he doesn't recognize her.
Yeah, no.
At all.
Yeah.
When really, it's in Matt Smith's story arc that she is most prevalent. Now...
Their timeline is back to front. Well, not necessarily. There's actually some debate among that. But it's definitely, to paraphrase, it is timey-wimey a bit.
Because the first time she meets him, it's not the first time he meets her.
Exactly.
And so it's really difficult for her to see it.
Yeah.
The problem I have, the biggest problem I have, is that she must, at that point, have known that she didn't know him, because the first time she met him, he was Matt Smith.
And here's I can explain that.
Now hold on. Now this is the thing that got me, is that my friends told me, and they wanted to be here tonight, but they couldn't be.
Sure.
They told me she knows him at that point. Enough to know that he changes.
He changes faces.
Enough to know that he changes faces. So, they said, if they don't screw this up, it could be that she didn't know that wasn't his new face. That she thought it might have been a new face.
Yeah.
When it was an older face. So she could have just been like, no, really? You don't know me? You're new face, sure, but you don't know me? So I kind of, okay, maybe. But, given, if I could write it all out in a timeline, I would have to probably disagree.
There is actually, someone has done that. They've written an entire timeline for River Song in the Doctor.
They're like the fucking scholars of Who.
They are.
Oh my
and
God.
I've glanced
I feel like
at
I'm
it.
talking Dr. Seuss, and every time we say Who...
I've glanced at it, and even I didn't quite understand it.
Again.
But I
will
can
not understand
explain
it.
her not... to what you were saying earlier about her, she knows that he does change faces, and that she probably did think that may have been a future version of him, until she looked really closely at him, and he's like, oh, you're like, she even told him, you look really young, but she had to kind of come up close to him,
Which also bothered me, because Matt Smith looked younger than David Tennant.
It's all in the eyes. It's all in the eyes. Because Clara said the same thing.
Yeah,
but anyway,
your eyes are old.
The other thing with River Song is that her mind has been screwed with by the silence so often that her memories are probably really scrambled.
Yeah.
So, she's been kidnapped by the silence who knows how often.
Again, spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert, sorry.
No, it's cool.
No,
I already
it
said
can't be a spoiler alert, because I have no fucking clue what you guys are talking about.
This one's going to be interesting. I think we're going to have to do a follow-up once Elliot sees all the episodes.
Yeah, I'll see you in 2 months, when I've seen 2 seasons.
He means 2 years, because...
Elliot has locked himself in his bedroom.
I've got life problems
at least
to
I
deal
hope
with.
I've explained a little bit of that, because their timelines are very screwed up, but also her memories have been screwed up by this particular villain who messes with people's memories on a regular basis, and you never know when they have. So that's probably... she probably did think David Tennant was a future version until she got a bit closer. And now the real thing is, I really want to know why she knows his name.
Well, he told her his name.
Yeah, he told her his name.
But he also told her something else. But still.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to wrap that up. We're also going to bring up the last thing with Doctor Who tonight before we talk about something a little more serious. Current events and other such things. The sexual tension with Doctor Who.
That might take a lot more. Maybe another hour.
It could be a lot of time. We're just going to paraphrase a little bit.
Such a bitch storm.
There is some issues with that, but there is some conclusion with that as far as Rose and David Tennant's character.
Yeah.
There is that little bit of finishing in that the end of his round.
And then it started all up again. People would... it's debatable with...
Pond?
Well, with Pond and even... River became, spoilers again.
Spoilers.
She's his wife.
We're gonna
So
have like
obviously
half
there's
this
gonna be some
episode
sexual
ignored.
tension.
Well, no,
there.
that's a phrase
It's
that
a
River
yeah,
says
it's-
because he says, "Well, what about
Yeah.
this?" And she says, "Spoilers,"
Yeah.
because she doesn't want to ruin
Exactly.
the time stream.
But also, I guess people can argue Clara as well to an extent with the 11th Doctor. There was a little bit there. That's the bit. It's
I think he's more intrigued. I don't
Yeah.
think he's as sexually frustrated as the companions. I think the
Yeah, no.
companions are more frustrated.
Yeah,
Captain Jack Harkness was definitely sexually frustrated with the Doctor.
Yes. All I had to do was say his name, and that was enough.
Yeah, and it was like, hey.
Jack
For those you
Jack
don't know,
Harkness,
Jack
right.
Harkness is completely bisexual.
No,
and
Yeah, I was
he's
about to say.
omni. You know,
Omnisexual, that's right,
Oh,
because-
he's greedy.
He'll
Greedy.
he's like, ooh, a towel with eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, like I got confused for a second.
Hey there,
Everyone's
baby.
Like, wait, he's into the Doctor, but Jack's kind
He's
of like
into the
it's not
Doctor. He's
He's
into
into anything
Rose.
that's-
Jack
he's into-
Harkness has a fetish for
Jack Harkness is just
all
a sexual being, and
Yes, he
that's
is.
that's
He is.
just he's open to everything and
Yeah.
anything, and
He's
you know,
open,
quite honestly,
yeah.
you see a lot more of it in Torchwood. We'll talk about Torchwood
Yeah,
another time.
Another
More
day.
power to him.
But yeah,
Anyway.
I mean, it's
So there's
there's sexual tension in
It
there.
is there. It is there. It's.
I will say,
depending
if you
on-
want to relieve some of that sexual tension from Doctor Who, go ahead and watch Torchwood because there's a lot of sex in Torchwood.
Yeah. Oh my God, he was telling me just segments
Kiddies,
of it.
don't be watching that show.
Yeah, that's
It
the
is a
adult
very
Doctor Who.
PG-13 and up, or even no, it's
It's
actually
R.
18. Yeah,
No,
It's
it's
R.
BBC.
It's R.
It's
That-
R.
And then
that-
I still can't believe it's BB
All right.
fucking C.
I have to say this about Torchwood because it's like, oh, we're supposed to be stopping aliens from invading the Earth and investigating weird shit.
But being sexy while we do it.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, I'm gonna go fuck behind the building over here. So if the Daleks invade, just let us know.
Well, hey,
I'll be
there's
back
time.
over here.
Give me
yeah.
a text. Give me 20
Yeah.
minutes.
No.
Tell him hold
5
off.
minutes,
I'm busy.
If there's a sock on the door, just fucking come back in a bit.
Yeah. Anyway,
All
all right.
so-
Wrapping up.
Wrapping up that, we're gonna go ahead and bring up a topic that's pretty big bummer.
Yeah, sad.
Just found out. Actually, I was working and my brother posted on Facebook. I don't believe it. This can't be true.
Yeah.
Christopher Lee, great actor, great person in general. I think thespian wise.
Yeah.
Dies age 90.
90. Can we look that up?
93?
93 years old.
93 years old. Wow.
That is
That's-
impressive.
That is a very
He is
long.
a hard-working
Most,
man.
most
Yeah.
widely known as Saruman because of our generation.
Lord of the
but
Rings,
Lord of
yeah.
the Rings.
Star
He was in
Wars.
Star Wars. He was
Uh,
in
Tim
Tim Burton
Burton
films.
movies.
Yeah,
Several-
no, that.
Grew up with him. Grew up seeing
Yeah.
him as just this really creepy guy, and but I loved it. I loved that creepy
Yeah.
guy,
Yeah.
and
No, he knew
Great
his role
horror
well.
actor. Yeah.
great
He knew
horror
his
actor.
strengths.
Yeah.
He will be very, missed horribly. Like he will be.
He joins the other
it's
great
such a loss.
sci-fi and
It's-
fantasy people in history. I mean, I
So,
know that he'll go down with.
I'm sure a lot of other people out there are mourning this
Yeah.
guy right now.
Yeah.
And just
I know.
Yeah. goes out. My heart goes out to his family and just.
Yeah.
And it's just shocking too, because
Yeah.
I mean, he just wrapped the
He hung
Hobbit.
in there.
He got done with the Hobbit,
Yeah.
and it's just like,
He kicked ass.
he was
He did.
kicking ass in the Hobbit. He looked pretty good. I mean, I know makeup can hide old age.
Makeup
stuff.
and
No,
computer
but I'm-
graphics,
Yeah.
but
he seemed pretty spry,
Yeah.
even for the Hobbit.
He hung in there.
We were blessed. We were seriously
And-
blessed.
Yeah.
We don't get to experience something like that for that long.
Yeah.
Well, I
he's
think-
been in the business for a
I think
long time.
we don't expect these deaths because when we see them on film, and we
Yeah.
do, we see them on film. We see them on film and they're walking around and they're talking and
Right.
it's normal
Yeah.
Yeah.
characterization for them. But like William Shatner, you see him in a commercial, an acting commercial,
Yeah.
and he's, oh yeah, I'm Captain Kirk. You know,
Yeah,
I'm,
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
really
He's
Yeah.
still doing
And
his
he's like,
shtick.
"Hoo,
Yeah.
hoo, hoo,
He's
hoo."
still doing
when
his
you
normal
see him
thing.
in real life walking around,
He's
it's
a
a lot
dick, by the
harder to
way.
walk around. It's a lot harder for him to talk.
Yeah.
He's being himself because
Yeah.
he's not acting, and it's like, oh wow, you're getting there. You're getting pretty old. I mean,
Yeah.
I see it, and one day, God forbid, Captain Kirk's gonna die, and we're
sorry,
gonna say.
David.
We're gonna say, oh crap! I mean, Nimoy,
Oh,
he
yeah,
will be
yeah, I gotta
missed,
mention
obviously.
yeah.
Nimoy. Again,
But, I mean-
yeah, live long and prosper, Spock, man.
I
That's-
know. And he's actually a really smart dude,
He
too.
was,
Yeah.
He was,
Yeah.
again, a highly respected thespian actor. did all kinds of charity work. You know, just really cool guy in general. Great to his fans.
Yeah,
Again, will be missed.
He embraced everything. I read a story on Leonard Nimoy today where he was called in as Spock to assist on some project.
Oh man.
Yeah.
He went in and stayed in character the whole time.
Wow.
You're kidding
Came
me.
out, said, I didn't know a word of what they were saying, but I was glad I could help.
Yeah.
I mean,
So, yeah,
that kind of guy. I mean, that's the
yeah.
kind of guy that you see these old sci-fi people who really embrace their characters,
Yeah.
who really embrace their
Serious
fandom.
props, you know, like
Christopher Lee was one of those people
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
he really
Absolutely.
embraced who he was. Him and Ian McKellen, best
Yeah.
friends.
and
Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart.
Sir Patrick
yeah.
Stewart, yeah.
I would be so sad when
And-
he goes.
Oh,
And I just have to say,
here.
I just have to
where's
say,
the knock on
Christopher
wood?
Lee is a boss.
Yeah.
The guy was in his 80s, pushing 90. He's in a freaking metal band. I mean, like,
Yeah.
and he has just this epic operatic voice where he's just like,
Oh,
you know,
Baritone, yeah.
you know
Yeah,
that
I mean-
scene in Fellowship of the Ring when he's singing the spell that's causing the storm above.
Yeah.
He's
Karathra.
actually
That was
singing that.
He was
amazing.
actually singing that, and that's the style. And if you listen to his metal,
That
like
is hardcore.
that's the kind of style he's singing. He's got a very operatic metal voice where he's just
Almost
like,
System of a Down-ish.
Yeah.
you know, and then you got guys shredding guitars in the background, and
Yeah.
it's just like,
Flying in.
yeah, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
Hardcore, man.
you can't say he wasn't awesome. You can't say he wasn't
No.
cool.
And he was also too. I
He
read
was-
that he was a spy in World War II, working for the British before he got into acting. I mean,
Yeah.
Christopher Lee was a legend, and
Yeah.
rest
Yeah.
rest in peace, Christopher
Absolutely.
Lee,
Rest
because
in
you inspired lots of people, and I just hope that the afterlife is just
Hope
as
they can
epic.
handle you, sir.
I know,
Yeah.
just as epic as
Prepare
life
the
was
way.
for you.
Yeah,
You know?
and thanks.
You know, like, I just think I hope he's like rocking out. I just picture he's rocking out right now.
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
He's having a drink at the bar, you know,
Exactly.
with the greats.
Here.
So, wrap it up with any movies. Has anyone seen any movies with good actors that were bad?
Oh, all right, we're going
There
for
you
this.
go. That,
We're going-
leave
Okay,
it to
so
Ken. Ken
I actually asked about this. I made a list.
Right? Because there's
So-
so many.
There's lots.
Yeah.
So many.
let's do 10 maybe.
We should just
well,
do 10.
Let's do a top 10.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
Top 10.
And-
Top 10 of Kenny's good actors in bad movies.
Top 10.
Go.
Top 10. And not all. Now, just to let you know, not all of these movies I've seen. Not all of them do I want to see because I've heard how bad they are.
Yeah.
So we'll
No.
start off. Let's start off here.
Okay.
Catwoman.
Oh.
Halle Berry.
Yeah.
Catwoman. She's a decent actor in other stuff, but man, the things I've heard.
Haven't seen it, won't see it.
won't
Skip
fit.
Can't make me.
Number 2, Batman and Robin. The
We did not
Joel
speak of
Joel
that.
Schumacher.
Oh.
No, there is no back credit card. There is no back credit card.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
the right one? Is that the one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Funded by Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we do not speak of that one.
Now, before I continue, I should just let you know that this is not in any particular order. This is not going from bad, like.
It's not top 10.
there's
It's
top
just
10.
10.
It's
10
just I'm listing them off as I go. So number 3,
Number 3.
Deep Blue Sea.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We have fucking Samuel L. Jackson up in that bitch.
There are plenty of good actors in that movie, and that movie was
Just,
that
abysmal.
movie was.
A joke.
You know what? Go ahead. Next topic.
All right,
Next
number
time.
4. Number 4, Battlefield Earth.
Oh,
Forrest
yeah.
Whitaker,
Oh.
Barry Pepper,
Oh, man.
a bunch of just.
Bad.
I mean, I don't
John
know if
Travolta.
anyone,
Yeah.
John
if anyone
Travolta. I mean,
considers John
Crazy.
Travolta a good actor, but
I mean, come on, man.
yeah, I
I
know.
mean,
But
I'm a good
Battlefield
actor.
Earth was atrocious, and I've seen
was.
it. It was horrible.
Why'd you?
Oh, here we go. Is that number 5?
Number 5.
Street Fighter.
Oh yeah.
Jean-Claude Van Damme. Ming Na Wen.
Oh yeah.
Who
There's-
else was
there's
in
plenty.
it? Oh,
There's plenty.
Raul
That's it.
Julia.
Oh
One
yeah.
of his final,
Yeah.
one of his final movies,
Gomez!
and he plays. It was
plays
one of the
Bison.
shittiest movies.
He was. You know what? He's awesome.
There's
Adams
a-
Adams
I
himself.
know,
You know.
Gomez Adams.
There's only one redeeming quality about that movie, And it's a scene where E Honda and Zangief are going at it, and they start destroying this little model city of Bison that he created. And they're playing Godzilla sounds as they're like fighting over it. And it's just the one funny scene in that whole movie. You're just like,
Alright, so number 6.
Alright, number 6. Terminator Salvation. Christian Bale, Sam Worthington.
Oh, so many good people.
I want to say, and I'm probably going to piss people off, I enjoyed that movie for what it was worth.
Here's my take on it. It had potential, but motherfucking McG, dude. That's all I have to say.
Sorry, quick tangent. I hope Terminator Genesis is better. Matt Smith is in that one.
Yeah,
briefly.
I don't know.
It won't be better.
We'll see.
It won't be better.
Anyway,
it's going to be the same crap they try and force feed us every time.
All
right, yeah, no better next one. This is it's so painful.
Number 7. Mario Brothers.
Yeah, thank you. Yes. No. Let me tell you about Mario Brothers another time because I could take a whole hour doing that.
Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo.
Haskins.
I know.
John Leguizamo. John Leguizamo. Both great actors.
Yeah.
Both hated that movie. Hated that movie. Bob Haskins quoted, "It was the worst movie, my worst mistake, my biggest regret in acting." Yeah.
Loved him in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And again, a great actor who died recently. And that's absolutely sad.
Bob Haskins died
Rest
about
in
a year
peace,
ago.
Bob Haskins. You were great in Hook. You were great in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Smee. I know.
All right, go ahead. Keep going. Number 8.
Number 8. Let's see here. Oh, another McG film, Charlie's Angels.
Angel.
Bill Murray, Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore, Lucy Liu.
Shout out to Bill Murray for making who hated him. Someone hated him absolutely. I think it was Lucy Liu. Absolutely hated Bill Murray because of how he was on set. I gotta give props to Bill Murray because that's fucking hilarious.
He's a difficult actor.
He's hilarious and people can't handle him.
No. It's just the same thing I've heard with Jim Carrey though. Like he's an awesome actor, but at the same time he's a bitch to work with.
He's an attention whore, is what Jim Carrey is.
So these actors have a bit of ego, but I think they've earned it.
I think so.
And Charlie's Angels, Diaz with their dance.
Charlie's Angels Full Throttle. We don't have to add that, but that can be attached to that one. Dude.
That's wrapped up in the same.
I mean, McG sucks at making films, and one of the big things about his McG films is he'll do scenes where shit is happening so fast you can't even keep track of what's going on. Like the firefight in Terminator Salvation where missiles and shit are flying everywhere. Yeah. You're just like, everything's like in hyperspace motion. You're like, what
am I supposed to be following? You're not showing any one person.
There was a scene like in Charlie's Angels Full Throttle where like a car goes flying and they're fighting in the car and it's just crazy.
Well, let's move.
So what's
number 9?
Number 9. All right.
Here we go. What do we got?
This isn't any particular movie. It's a director, M. Night Shyamalan.
Do it. Just say it, man.
Shyamalan movies.
Yeah.
Shyamalan movies.
With the exception
post Sixth Sense. No, Unbreakable was not bad.
Unbreakable, okay.
No, post Unbreakable. Shyamalan, Unbreakable was great.
Okay. So Shyamalan.
Wait.
Post Unbreakable.
Unbreakable.
I like Signs. Signs actually still scared the crap out of me.
No.
Sign had some weaknesses.
Well, it had one point where it scared the crap out of me.
Sign was some points. His falling down.
Now, I have to mention that I just saw a preview. Shyamalan is coming out with a new movie. It looked good on the preview, but then it said from M. Night Shyamalan, and it just kind of killed everything for me. So we'll see. We'll see. It might be another good one, like when he tried with Devil, and that just
but he didn't direct Devil.
No, but he was.
All right. So what we have? Number
10. Number 10.
All right, number 10, and I'm about to make some fucking enemies out there.
Let's do
the Hobbit trilogy.
Oh no! Thank you.
Personal. It got personal.
No!
Oh my god, we just turned into like a fucking news radio show.
Sorry, I got a new pen. I had to use it.
Alright, so that's pretty much top 10. I've got a few more if you want me to mention
them. There's only one redeeming bit in the Hobbit movies, and that was, Benedict as a dragon.
Yeah.
He did an awesome job.
Smaug was the reason I went and saw the second movie. He was the reason I even considered seeing the third movie. And I was kind of bummed in the third movie.
Kudos to Benedict Cumberbatch. You're a badass dragon. Just saying.
I mean,
You're just a badass person.
and that's
you're-
the
Not that you're ever gonna hear this, but you're just
Actor.
badass. So.
now the Hobbit movie is full of great freaking actors.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't even think so much like the actors playing their characters was the worst parts about that movie at all.
It was the director.
It was
Yeah.
Jackson got
He
full of
turned
himself,
into George
turned it
Lucas.
into something that shouldn't have been.
Right.
He took a whimsical, fun story and turned it into a dark, brooding teenage.
and he
Yeah.
tried to
and
rehash Lord of the Rings.
It was
which
horrible.
he should have just stuck.
Pull the
made
George
his
Lucas.
Yeah.
own. The Hobbit can stand
Enough
on its
said.
own without
Yeah.
having to repeat scenes from Lord of the Rings
in one film.
In one,
Yeah.
yeah.
In one film.
In one film.
at most 2 films, but one film. So
you know, everyone's
on
got
that
their-
note, we're gonna go ahead and say goodbye.
All right. Good night.
All right, guys.
Next week
This
we'll
was
have a
fun.
lot more interesting
Yay.
topics to talk about. Hopefully, we won't piss any more people off because that seems to be our forte.
I can't make any promises.
No promises. Yeah. No promises.
All right,
Good
signing
night.
off.
Have a good night,
Have a good night.
Later.
I can't turn it off.
Come on,